Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Yep, Saturday morning, believe it or not, I remember what day it is. If you listen, it's raining. It's been doing that the better part of the night, and it started late yesterday evening. It's not, it actually woke me up a little earlier. It was heavy there for a little bit. But it's good for the farmers, good for the sugar cane, and it drops the temperature here, so it's good for that too. Bad for solar. Well, I get some, I can still some usable. I mainly, when it's like this, use the grid in order to keep my batteries charged in case we have brownout, which is pretty common when it rains. But overall, they're good. And good news is, of all my activities and everything, there's been a few cases I haven't been eating properly, and I started getting concerned. So I checked my blood sugar, and it's still 93. I normally check mine. I don't do it every day, a couple times a week. But I've been over a week checking my levels, because it's just been busy and just didn't think about it. But there's been several occasions, we've been out to eat one thing or another and see those things that look awful tasty. But I had enough willpower to stay away from it. Like cheesecake and sundaes. Excuse me, I'm sorry. My allergies have been disturbing this morning. I thought I'd cleared up enough where I'd have a little chat here and see how everybody's doing and let everybody know that things are okay right now. Just won't be long. I forgot what day of the month this is, but anyway, somewhere around the 28th, I should start getting some new baby chicks. And we're going to have an excess of 100 eggs. I don't know what my percentage of hatch rate's going to be, but we'll find out. And it looks like my chickens are slowed down on the dying process, thankfully. I've been trying to, for the past year, figure out what's causing all this. I've done research, one thing after another, and not found no answers. Well, I blamed it on rats. Got rid of that problem. Blamed it on diet. I changed their diets. And I don't know if it just, the only thing left is actually the breeding. And it seems like when they get 3 months old, around that age, that's when I have my problems. We invest quite a bit of money into food for those 3 months. And when you're losing them like that, ends up being a pretty good loss. Because it's a waste, because you sure don't want to eat them, because you don't know if it's something, a disease. And I don't have a local vet that I can take them to see what might be the problem. I thought about maybe freezing one when it died and try to find a vet one day and transport it in a cooler to see if we can figure it out. I thought about that. May do that in the future. You just have to wait to see. It might be the only way I'm going to get an answer. It just sure seems odd. You would think you could figure it out. But on this batch of eggs I've got going here, the eggs are much larger. You know, my incubator, the large incubator, is supposed to handle 130 eggs. Well, I barely got, I think they're right at 95, 98 eggs in it. And my other incubator is supposed to hold between 30 to 50. And I'd be lucky if I get 30 in it. So no, probably after today it'll be full. My egg production is staying stable finally. After it dropped down to 2 or 3 eggs a day, it's back up to around 10 a day now, or better. Some days better. But I should have some new ones come on board here, hopefully within the next month. Hopefully. But anyway, our little van, it's been doing great. Even though it's made a trip to Tomageddon and back. And I'm actually losing a little bit of coolant. So I guess my thermal cap is bad again. So I'll have to order one of those. And I've got a rattle, you might say, or noise in my suspension. And I've already replaced the stable torsion bar bushings. And so that should be okay. The only thing left is probably my struts. The reason I say that, you know, last year when we went and got the chickens and chicks, I forgot the name of the little town we were driving through, and it just cracking dawn, it wasn't even daylight. I was driving through this little town, and I wasn't driving fast, I was driving about 30 kilometers per hour, something like that, which is fairly slow, because, you know, it's still dark, and, you know, my eyesight are more than, not very good. But anyway, I come up on a speed bump, and that thing was huge. And before I could slow down, I'd done hit it. And my little van went airborne. So I'm thinking I damaged my struts. And, so I may have to replace those. I don't know. Time will tell. I'm going to drive a little longer before I do that. I might order them next month. And I might do that just to make sure and make myself feel comfortable. And everything here at home has been doing good. Virgil has been doing excellent in school. I'm very proud of that. And Grace and I have been working on getting the cell internet up. And believe it or not, while reassembling the antenna, I actually found the problem. One of the connectors for the antenna, unless you pulled on it, you would never found it. And I was reassembling everything. I'd reconnecting, getting ready to tape it and try to make it waterproof, weatherproof, whatever you want to call it. And that end fell off. Well, we got it, I fixed it and reassembled everything. And we got signal once again. That's why the signal left suddenly. I blamed it on the cell tower, I blamed it on my modem. That new modem that I purchased, and told everybody that it's bad, but it's not bad. Make me feel pretty dumb. I should have realized I had a connection problem somewhere along the line with the antenna wire. But I took them down and I used my own meter to see if I had anything shorted out and everything, and didn't find anything. I checked for continuity and short. Everything tested good. So that's why I was fooled that I didn't look deep enough. I didn't try pulling on the connectors or anything like that, which I should have. I guess it was poorly made to begin with, if I was guessing at it, because of the way I've got it connected to I've got it strapped to where there's no pressure or tension on those connectors. So, anyway, I got backup internet finally again. It's not super fast, except for the download. Download's pretty stable. It's anywhere from 30 to 70 on the downside. Now that load will drop anywhere from about 3 to about 10 to 15. It depends, I guess, on the how crowded the tower gets. And it's still late evening that it will get so crowded that the internet's pretty darn slow. So that's where we're standing on that. But it's up and running again. And if you're wondering about Starlink, I'm still planning on getting it. And the reason I haven't ordered directly from Starlink is because they use DHL for delivery. Well, I had a terrible experience with DHL. I know I mentioned this in another video, but the problem was there was a parcel sent to Grace's sister through DHL. It was a pretty expensive parcel from her fiance. And it was something he wanted her to have. It took 6 weeks, and I don't know how many phone calls and contacts and emails that were sent. They could not, for the life of them, get anywhere close to where we live. They sent it all over the Philippines, back and forth, back and forth. It didn't make sense. Finally, we convinced them to send it through Bacolod, and we pick it up in San Carlos. So that's how we ended up with it. And I don't want to tie my money up and not get my parcel, because if the order directly from Starlink, you have to prepay. Or I can order through, to be honest with you, Data Lake, who has got its own with Lazada. I can get free shipping and get it for the same price, so I save on the shipping for one thing. And they use different carriers to deliver, normally Ninja Van or most times Ninja Van or J&T. There are two main ones that we normally get packaged from. So, and we've been very successful with that. I'm just waiting for them to get inventory. Or we could drive to Bacolod and pick it up. But that's an expense for us to drive there and back. Because Silicon Valley is from my understanding, is part of Data Lake, or vice versa. But anyway, I thought I'd say a few words and everybody know I'm still here. I didn't kick the bucket. And I'll keep you updated, and maybe I can get some outside videos and so forth going here soon. But thanks everyone. Thank you very much.